Bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do? Kia ora and welcome to Kiwi Reviews. My name is Daniel and this is Bala, and today we are talking about Bad Boys for Life.
And as always, there's going to be lots of spoilers in this video, so if you care about that kind of thing, you probably shouldn't watch this.
Unfortunately, I didn't enjoy it that much. I have some really fond memories of watching both the Bad Boys films when I was younger, and so I was looking forward to seeing what this one was going to be like. I kind of left the cinema wondering whether I enjoyed those earlier ones because I was a kid when I was watching them, or whether they were actually better. So I think what I'm going to do is watch the other two
And then
now
see,
and then
yeah,
just
compare.
actually have a compare. Specifically, the cinematography was something that I found to be kind of strange. It was really tight. I feel like the whole time we were like really close in people, and that combined with the fact that we were on these like really long lenses, so there wasn't a lot of like, you know, the surroundings. Breathing room, yeah. We were very tight, we were close to them, and everything felt like kind of claustrophobic, actually. And then on top of that, all the shots were moving. There was constantly this little track going on, and I felt like I wanted to see more and breathe more. So I didn't really enjoy that much.
What I did really enjoy in Bad Boys for Life, though, was Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Like, those two, as always, just have real good chemistry as best mates. They're really fun to watch when they're on screen. And they're really funny together.
With the comedy though, every now and then there's just these moments I feel like where it just goes just too far. You know, it's this thing where they've set up the joke and they've made the joke once or twice, and then they end up making it a third time, fourth time, fifth time, and you're like, okay, it's not as funny anymore.
I feel like you can say that about a lot of the aspects of this film. Like, the action is over the top, the comedy is over the top, the cinematography is over the top, the music is over the top. I feel like it's just a film full of like excess, which is very much in style with that like Hollywood blockbuster from America. It's just that kind of movie.
The mechanic garage fight scene, it was just straight up fun to watch. Some of the fight scenes and action scenes later on I think felt a little bit like crazy. They were so big, but this was just like couple cops busting in there, like shooting up some bad guys. There were some crazy things going on. There was some smoke flying everywhere. It was just fun, and I thought it was a really cool action scene.
Now, in terms of the script or the actual story of this movie, it feels like a pretty stock standard like action blockbuster. Everything is kind of predictable. There's like 3 big action sequences that come at the end of each act, and you kind of expect them to come. They set up and then they lose the first 2 and then they win the big one. And I feel like some of the plot twists that they do have in the script just feel quite random, and they like aren't as satisfying as they would have been if they were like set up earlier rather than just coming as like a surprise.
As an example, the son character, Isabella's son and Will Smith's son, as we find out, I don't think there was any setup laid for that, and I wonder whether it would have been more interesting if we had known from the beginning of the film that it was likely that Will Smith and this guy were related, but maybe Will Smith and he didn't know, so there was still that thing of shit, oh, like, how are they going to find out what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, they shouldn't be fighting like that because of, you know, every time he almost dies, it's like, oh shit, he almost killed his son, or he almost killed his father. Or
Yeah.
maybe might have added something there. As much as it is like a third film in this trilogy, it's also a reboot of the franchise.
Yeah.
It introduces this new team, this ammo team,
Squad.
the squad. And the feeling I got watching it was that a new film is going to maybe come from this kind of like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence handing over the reins.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed the dynamic of that group.
Yeah.
I thought they were fun characters, and
Yeah.
I quite liked the scenes when they were all together.
Yeah, I enjoyed the new younger characters as well. The big white boy that they set up to be this like muscular but like techie guy who doesn't want to fight. That was kind of cool, and it was paid off quite well at the end when he does kind of unleash and ends up like rugby tackling a pillar to collapse a freaking balcony.
At times, this film felt like it was going from moment to moment. Like, potentially in the edit, they had to lose a few scenes which kind of connected things together. Sometimes it was just like, here's a cool moment that progresses the story. Here's another cool moment between these two characters. And it was always very much like, we joined this scene, they moved to a spot, they stood there cool and had some dialogue. And sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes it was a cool scene.
At the end of the day, Bad Boys for Life is ridiculous, excessive, over the top, and just a whole lot of fun. So let us know what you thought of Bad Boys for Life in the comments. And how does this rate against the other Bad Boys film? Where does it sit in the trilogy for you? And what is your favorite buddy cop film?
So thank you very much for watching. I'm Daniel, he's Bala, and we are Kiwi Reviews. And hopefully we'll see you in the next time.
Peace.